Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Sirweli Ardiansyah and beloved our friends. Okay, we will presentation about defining feedback. Before we start, let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Fitri Angreini and my friends.
My name is Oktaviani Wulandari.
Okay, let us show you begin. Giving and receiving feedback. Defining feedback. What is feedback? How can feedback help build positive relationship in the workplace? How can feedback hinder the building of positive relationship in the workplace? What is feedback? Feedback is not advice, praise, or evaluation. Feedback is information about how one is doing in effort to reach a goal. There are two types of feedback, giving and receiving, and both are not the easiest. Understanding of how to give feedback and receive feedback is important in a leadership role. Feedback is written comments, electronic comments, meeting with individuals, suggestion from peers. How is feedback used? First, effective feedback is given is a time of learning when there is still time to act on it, and then used to provide constructive criticism or to receive positive suggestion to better oneself, an organization, or a team. If done right, improvement can be made from the information that is either provided or received. Individuals can grow from the information, gaining positive reinforcement or correct negative behavior. And then, feedback should be given in a way that doesn't attack the person, but condemns the behavior. And remember, feedback is not always constructive and it can be positive. How should use feedback? Understand how an individual likes to receive feedback and adjust it to fit their preference. The second, give feedback in appropriate setting and realize it doesn't always have to be formal. And provide feedback with both constructive and positive suggestions to help better those you work with. And then, have a conversation with the individual and let them talk about it. Time the feedback as close as possible to the event, behavior, etc. Then, clearly define the topic in which you would like to discuss and succinctly explain it to them without presumption. And our suggestion, answer question, and help guide the individual in what could be done better. Okay, the presentation will continue by Sri Oktaviani Wulandari.
I will continue the presentation. How can feedback help build positive relationship in the workplace? First, control your own emotion. Give feedback or criticism to others when you are angry or upset. Negative feedback can be conveyed even more hotly if you are in an unstable mood. Better to schedule another day to force yourself to provide feedback when your emotions are not upsetting. 2. Do it in private. Look for a place like the meeting room or your own room when giving feedback. Never do this in front of other employees or teams. 3. Focus on behavior at work, not employees. Remember, the main purpose of giving negative feedback is to reduce behavior that hinders increased performance. If employees feel attacked individually, they automatically become defensive and lose the opportunity to have a healthy discussion. Let employees give response. After you have finished giving your opinion and feedback, then you should stop talking. Give the employee the opportunity to respond to your statement and ask clarifying questions. How can feedback help build positive relationship in the workplace? 1. Poor communication. Poor communication creates frustration, suspicion, and misunderstanding amongst colleagues. Poor communication can be eliminated by upholding trust, honesty, and consistency as an organization. Management should encourage staff members to set aside their differences and focus on issues that can spark growth and lead to future prosperity. 2. Ineffective policies. Ineffective company policies may, for instance, ignite wrongness between various departments concerning inequitable distribution of resources within the company, in an effort to avoid tense, inappropriate, stressful, or unfair situations between employees. Company policies should clearly define the firm's acceptable codes and ethics. 3. Unhealthy competition. Employees who deploy an unhealthy competitive attitude in nearly every professional undertaking can be confrontational, intimidating, and aggressive. Transferring the employees causing problems to other departments may be an amicable solution. Management can also dismiss or suspend such employees depending on the entity's rules and regulations.
Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you.